And that is why we believe this is a Republican health care crisis that needs to be decisively addressed with the fair.
A sting snatches a local teacher. Police say he was caught trying to pay $60 for sex with an underage girl. Then his dad bailed him out.
A new round of flights canceled and delays even as Congress gets closer to a deal ending the federal shutdown. I'm Dave Kinchin with the details next.
Some lawmakers in Lansing feel that young kids under the age of 18 shouldn't have access to muscle-building supplements or some diet pills. I'm Dave Spencer. I'll explain why and what we're learning about those pills.
I'm meteorologist Rich Ludeman. Another brisk and cold night. Perhaps a few flurries, but we do have some sunshine in the forecast and a warm-up. We'll check the numbers for you just ahead.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
Welcome to Fox 2 News at 10. I'm Jessica Dubnak. New tonight, a local gym teacher caught in a child predator sting. Police say he traveled an hour south to pay a teen girl for sexual favors, but he ended up in the arms of police instead.
What do you think of that mugshot?
You look crazy.
You're looking at 31-year-old Jacob Suder. His resume: big-time kicker at Bowling Green State University, gym teacher, and now accused sex offender. Most recently, he worked here at Mumford High School in Detroit, across the street from Kim's house. This grandma thinks it's all disgusting.
He should be thrown under, they always say under the bus, in jail, wherever. It's crazy. And I got an 8-year-old, I got 7 grandkids, and I just can't deal with this things that some of these teachers do.
Per police, Suder thought he was talking to a teen girl who he offered to pay $60 for oral sex in his hometown of Maumee, Ohio, near Toledo. In the text exchange, he knew she was underage, vulgar in his words, but also said he'd, quote, pray for her.
Well, it's a good thing that they caught him when they did, because if it was one of mine, they wouldn't have to do nothing but call the morgue. Police
on their special operation moved in at their meetup spot in a parking lot. Big bond at first, $150,000, no 10%. It was lowered, and his dad bailed him out, literally.
My thing is, if he's out, he gonna do it again.
Detroit Public Schools put Suder on administrative leave. They're also doing an internal investigation and said in a statement, in part, they are not aware of any additional alleged victims connected to Mumford High School. Right now, it's another chaotic day of travel as the FAA increases the rate of flight cuts from 4% to 6% nationwide. To help ease up on this strain, some airports have also been closed to non-essential flights. The question tonight, how much longer will this go on? Fox 2's Dave Kinchin is reporting near Detroit Metro Airport tonight as travelers adjust to the uncertainty. Dave, you're driving. Some other folks may be forced to drive to their next location if they're heading on vacation.
Yeah, especially in rental cars. You know, we wanted to take a different angle in telling this story, so we'll really just do a drive through the loading zones right now here in the Fox 2 Weatherbeast Detroit Metro Airport. Take a look, and you can see that there are some folks dropping people off here, and it is somewhat busy maybe for this time of night, but it's really varied in recent days with all of the uncertainty that's been going on with flight cancellations and reductions inside Detroit Metro. The vibe has been much the same. People say they've been quite nervous about going ahead with their travel plans as a new round of flights get cut. More than 1,200 of them canceled as of this afternoon nationally, and about 2,000 were delayed nationally. Got some quick stats for you here at Detroit Metro. There were 122 delays today, down from 300 yesterday. 50 cancellations today, down from 110 around the country. 16,500 delays, down from 24,000. 1,800 more than that flights canceled, down from almost 3,000. But you have to keep in mind that while these numbers are in improvement, they are still very high compared to a normal day. Here's how travelers have been feeling about everything.
Wasn't sure if I would be able to get home, but we planned this trip. I came to see my daughter, and I wasn't going to miss it. So getting out here was a breeze, but as all of the delays and the shutdown have carried on. It's been nerve-wracking, yeah. I think last night my flight that I'm taking tonight was the only one that wasn't canceled or delayed yesterday. So, yeah.
A sigh of relief.
Yes.
I was nervous on Sunday. I'm not going to lie. I was like emailing my travel lady. I'm like, what do I do? And then the next morning, I'm like, nope, it's not going to affect us. And it hasn't. So we're very lucky. Yeah, very happy.
And it's not just people going away for vacation, even getting a jump on the holidays, perhaps. It's people, you have to think about people who work, who have to travel for their jobs. They're making various arrangements, certainly with their companies and various site visits that they do, depending on their industries as well. So we do know that the Senate has put together a deal to hopefully end the government shutdown at some point. Many say hopefully because they want to get back into the skies at a normal clip instead of all this fluctuation, but the Congress continues to try to work towards a deal, and many hope that something can get done soon and put an end to all of this, especially going into that Thanksgiving travel season some days out. Reporting live at Detroit Metro, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Hey, Dave talked to a travel agent this week about it, and he said if this continues into that travel season, it could be absolutely disastrous. Is that on the mind of travelers that you talk to?
Not so much now. The folks we talked to tonight say they were thinking that over the weekend when things were much worse. And certainly, just going through those numbers, things were worse. Right now, they're feeling a little bit more optimistic, but give it a day or two if there's a slowdown in getting that deal to reopen the government and, bring that load of flights back onto a normal level. There's an issue there. If that's delayed, then people might start stressing out again.
Yeah, it'd be good to get this wrapped up for a lot of reasons. Thanks so much, Dave.
Yeah.
Michigan could be in for another Northern Lights show this week. The sun has produced a huge burst of energy called the coronal mass ejection, which is making its way to Earth. The northern part of the U.S. could see the colorful display between Thursday evening and Friday morning. Weather authority Rich Luderman joining us for some beautiful pictures of the Northern Lights.
What we need is clear skies for the Northern Lights. We have clouds out there right now, but, down the road in the forecast later this week, we may get breaks in the clouds, so it never hurts to go outside and take a look. Have you noticed how cold it is out there, Jess? It was, yes, happy Veterans Day, Jess. A very cold today with lots of clouds, a few flurries, daytime highs in the middle 30s for us. Right now, we're holding still in the middle 30s. It's going to be pretty quiet overnight, perhaps a few flurries. And then here's a peek at the next couple of days, more clouds. Maybe a sprinkle tomorrow, but look at that. Sunshine and 50 degrees for Thursday. It gets even warmer into the weekend. We'll show you that full forecast coming up in 20. Jessica, back to you.
All right, Rich. Metro Detroit lawmakers introducing a new bill aimed at protecting minors from what she says are hidden dangers connected to weight loss pills and muscle-building supplements. Fox 2's Dave Spencer is live with what the legislation is intended to do, Dave. And are these marketed towards kids?
Yeah, diet pills, weight gain supplements, they're nothing new, right, Jess? We've heard about these things for decades now, and they're available for purchase for anyone. Minors, anybody can buy them at a drugstore like the one you see behind me or at a grocery store. But what is a trend that at least one lawmaker says is the way they are being marketed, the packaging, the way they're going to social media and trying to reach younger and younger people. So what that state rep wants to do is say anyone who wants to buy these products needs to be an adult and show their ID before making any kind of purchase. The Weight Loss Product and Minor Act, that's what it's called. It was introduced in Lansing a few days ago by Representative Erin Burns from Dearborn. She got the idea from a Harvard group who had success passing a similar law in New York State. Now, she says diet pills and creatine gummies, for example, are often unregulated, and they're often treated as a food item rather than a drug. And while she claims no one needs to prove that they work, so no one is really paying close attention to what's in the supplements. In the representative study, she says that some of the items even contained lead and additives that can become habit-forming, all of which can be harmful to young people. So she wants to give the Board of Pharmacy more power to regulate these items, along with making anyone who wants to buy them in Michigan show an ID to confirm they're over the age of 18.
These products are marketed in such a way as to, I would say, encourage our young people to go after an unrealistic and oftentimes unhealthy standard for body image that is unrealistic and dangerous in many cases. So there are a variety of products that could fall under this umbrella. Ultimately, the board will decide what that looks like.
As far as this bill goes, we are still in the early stages, but she does say that they do have bipartisan support here, so they are hopeful that this will get passed this session. Coming up at 11 on The Edge, we're talking with a doctor who is very familiar. She's with the Detroit Medical Center. She says that patients often come to her asking questions about pills and supplements, what she has to say about all this, and if she's in favor of this legislation. That story coming up on The Edge at 11. For now, live in Southfield, Dave Spencer, back to you.
It's not even a big deal. I mean, you know, you go from 40 to 50 years.
President Donald Trump announcing a new 50-year mortgage proposal. Why some say it won't address the biggest obstacles to home ownership. We'll break it all down next.